Are you a farmer? Do you have difficulty stopping those super pests from eating your crops? Does it seem the more pesticides you apply, the faster they develop resistance? Are you concerned that these pests threaten the security of your agricultural production, your livelihood? If you said yes to any of these questions, your problem may be evolution. Evolution? What's that, you ask? Well, evolution is a change in allele frequencies over time. In essence, it is a natural process which allows species to adapt to their environment over time. In agricultural settings, evolution can mean pests which have developed resistance to things such as pesticides and herbicides. Even genetically modified crops, such as Bt corn, are not a surefire way to prevent pest damage. While insects have developed a resistance to your pesticide application, and you have felt like you're on a treadmill to keep up with their evolution, these superbugs have been prospering and damaging your crops. The way this works is individuals with a random mutation, which connotes resistance to certain chemicals, will survive pesticide application, and they will reproduce, passing on their heritable resistance to their offspring, resulting in yet more pests you can't control, another pesticide you can't use, and another season of poor harvest. The pests that succeed the most in making your worst nightmare come true are those with compact genomes, strong adaptability, and short life cycles so they can adapt more quickly. Well, what is the solution to these superbugs, you ask? Probably to use more pesticides, right? Perhaps to switch to a more toxic chemical? Wrong. Increased application of pesticides can actually result in an even higher occurrence of resistance evolution, as well as heavily impacting the environment and the consumers of your crop. What you need is integrated pest management. Well, what is this, you ask? IPM, as it is more commonly known, is a way to use varying methods of pest control to combat the damage they enact on crops. It uses methods such as rotating crops, introducing natural pest predators, using the recommended levels of pesticides, not over or under, introducing genetically altered sterile pests to reduce population numbers, and mixing applications of different pesticides to reduce the pest's ability to adapt quickly to one pesticide. Overall, using IPM will result in a decreased ability of pests to evolve resistance to your methods of control. You will also be using less pesticides if you mix applications or use any other forms of IPM, which is better for the environment as pesticides runoff can be extremely damaging to ecosystems, especially aquatic species of frogs. Scientists have come to these conclusions through careful genomic analysis of pest sequencing. We have learned about what makes pests so able to adapt to environmental change and have determined the best methods to combat this quick development of resistance through physical management methods as well as genetic engineering of either the crops for resistance or the pests themselves to help solve your problem. So finally, if you are a farmer, and if you're not happy with your current pest control methods, switch to IPM, your new best friend. This message brought to you by All Stars Marketing Team.